Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And a very good evening to all of you. I hope you all are fine. So let's start today's lesson. We are studying how to talk to anyone, and we are on the page 18, right? So let's start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Part 1. How to intrigue everyone without saying a word. Okay, just a second. Let me search first word in. Where is that? Okay, so here we are. So whenever we find a difficulty in any language, so we will come to know here, right? So how to intrigue everyone without saying a word. Intrigue means जांचना, right? You can see here. चश्मपोशी करना, जोड़ तोड़, right? So how to intrigue everyone without saying a word. You only have 10 seconds to show you are a somebody. The exact moment that two humans lay eyes on each other has awesome potency. The first sight of you is a brilliant holograph. It burns its way into your new acquaintance's eyes and can stay emblazoned in his or her memory forever. Artists are sometimes able to capture this quicksilver, fleeting emotional response. My friend Robert Grossman is an accomplished caricature artist who draws regularly for Forbes, Newsweek, Sport Illustrated, Rolling Stone, and the other popular publications. Bob has a unique gift for capturing not only the physical appearance of his subjects, but zeroing in on the essence of their personalities. The bodies and souls of hundreds of luminaries radiate from his sketch pad. On glance at his caricature of famous people, and you can actually see their personalities, right? Sometimes at a party, Bob will do a quick sketch on a cocktail napkin of a guest. Hovering over Bob's shoulder, the onlookers gasp as they watch their friend's image and essence materialize before their eyes. When he is finished drawing, he puts his pen down and hands the napkin to the subject. Often a puzzled look come over the subject's face. He or she usually mumbles some politeness like, that's great, but it really isn't me. The crowd is convincing crescendo of, yeah, it is, draws the subject out and squelches any lingering doubt. Okay, so the crescendo means हल्के हल्के आवाज का चढ़ना. So the crowd is convincing crescendo of, oh yes it is. नहीं, हल्के हल्की आवाज से ये लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं यही है. Squelches. So here squelches, the meaning is, not copy it. So squelch. So squelch means kuchal dena, right? So the subject out, adorns the subject out and squelch any lingering doubt. Any doubt ko kuchal deta hai. The confused subject is left to stare back at the world's view of himself, of herself in the napkin. Once when I was visiting Bob's studio, I asked him how he could capture people's personality so well. He said, it's simple. I just look at them. No, I asked, how do you capture their personalities? Don't you have to do a lot of research about their lifestyles, their history? No, I told you, Lail. I just look at them. Huh? He went on to explain. Almost every facet of people's personality is evident from their appearance, their posture, the way they move. For instance, he said, calling me over to a file where he kept his caricatures of political figures. See, Bob said, pointing to angles on various presidential body parts. Here is the boyishness of Clinton, showing me his half smile, the awkwardness of the elder George Bush, pointing to his shoulder angle, the charm of Reagan, noting the ex-president's smiling eyes, the shiftiness of Nixon, pointing to the furtive tilt of his head. Furtive. What is furtive? Okay, let's see. What is furtive? Chori chupe. So, pointing to the furtive tilt of his head. Right? Digging a little deeper into his file, he pulled out Franklin Delano Roosevelt and pointing to the nose higher in the air, here is the pride of FDR. It's all in the face and the body. First impressions are incredible. Indelible. Right? So, indelible means जो न मिटाया जा सके. ठीक है, अनमिट नकूश छोड़ के जाते हैं. Why? Because in our fast-paced, information overload world of multiple stimuli bombarding us every second, right? People's heads are spinning. They must form quick judgments to make sense of the world and get on with that they have to do. So whenever people meet you, they take an instant mental snapshot. That image of you becomes the data they deal with for a very long time. Your body shrieks before your lips can speak. So here shrieks means what's happening? Copy selection and then okay, done. So shriek means चीख उठना. Your body shrieks. तुम्हारी body जो है वो चीख उठती है before, यानी खुद बताती है before your lips can speak. So are their data accurate? Amazingly enough, yes. Even before your lips part and the first syllable escapes, the essence of you has already axed its way into their brains. The way you look, and the way you move is more than 80% of someone's first impression of you, right? So no one word need to be spoken. I have lived and worked in countries where I didn't speak the native language. Yes, without one understandable syllable spoken between us. The years proven my first impressions were on target. Whenever I met new colleagues, I could tell instantly how friendly they felt towards me, how confident they were, and approximately how much stature they had in the company. Stature. Okay. So here it is, stature. कुदरती उठान, कदो कामत, इंसानी जिस्म की लंबाई. So how much stature they had in the company, I could sense just from seeing them move, who the heavyweights were and who were the welterweights. I have no extra sensory skill. You would know too how. Because before you have had time to process a rational thought, you get a sixth sense about someone. Studies have shown emotional reaction occur or even before the brain has had time to register what is causing that reaction. Thus, the moment someone looks at you, he or she experiences a massive hit, the impact of which lays the groundwork for the entire relationship. Bob told me he captures the first hit in creating his caricatures. Deciding to pursue my own agenda for how to talk to anyone, I asked Bob, if you wanted to portray somebody really cool, intelligent, strong, charismatic, principled, and fascinating, caring, interested in other people. Easy, Bob interrupted. He knew precisely what I was getting at. Just give them great posture, a heads up look, a confident smile, and a direct gaze. It's the ideal image for somebody who is a somebody, right? So just give them a great posture, a heads up look, a confident smile, and a direct gaze. How to look like a somebody? Okay. How to look like a somebody? My friend Karen is a highly respected professional in the home furnishing business. Her husband is an equally big name in the communication field. They have 2 small sons. Whenever Karen is at a home furnishings industry event, everyone pays differences to her. She is very important person in the world. Her colleagues at conventions jostle for position just to be seen casually chatting with her, and they hope be photographed rubbing elbows with her for industry bibles like home furnishing executive and furniture world. So here where is that? Yes, jostle. So jostle means yes. It is not written. Just the act of jostling, forcing your way by pushing, like dhakka marna. Make one's way by jostling. Right. Okay, the act of jostling, forcing your way by pushing. Done. So yet Karen complains when she accompanies her husband to communication functions, she might as well be a nobody. When she takes her kids to school functions, she is just another mom. She once asked me, Lail, how can I stand out from the crowd so people who don't know me will approach me and at least assume I'm an interesting person? The techniques in this section accomplished precisely that. When you use that next 9 techniques, you will come across as a special person to everyone you meet. You will stand out as a somebody in whatever crowd you find yourself in. Even if it is not your crowd, let's start with your smile. Okay, should we read or is just enough? Okay, let me see first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are the 4 pages. What do you think? Let's do it or just let it be. Okay, that's enough for today, inshallah. From tomorrow we will read 1 and 2 chapter, I think. Yes, inshallah. That's okay. Thank you and jazakumullah khair for listening to me patiently. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.